Pick a card. Any card. Stay focused, rookie. You're threatening the very safety of the princesses with all your shenanigans and tomfoolery. Come on, Nathan. Loosen up a little. I haven't seen you smile all day. I prefer Nathaniel, if you don't mind. And you're clearly unable to grasp the importance of our duties as royal guards. We must stay vigilant, always keeping a sharp eye out for any danger. We must be fearless, willing to spit in the face of danger, regardless of what that danger may be. We must be willing to protect the princesses at any cost, even if the cost is our lives. 'Tis a bold and dangerous undertaking, but it's a sacrifice we must be willing to make. I'm just a love machine, and I don't work for nobody but you. I'm just a love machine. Ow! What the heck was that for, Nathan? My name is Nathaniel, and you're clearly not mature enough to understand the importance of the position you're in. Now go stand in the corner. I'll handle this shift myself. Fine. Look, Nathaniel, I'm sorry if I was being a goof before. It's just I took this job since I really needed the money, and I thought being a guard would be fun, and maybe I could make some new friends, but after taking a look I know we see your point. I mean, there's a time for work and there's a time for play, am I right? I guess that since all my other jobs were so I should do my own thing here too, but these are the princesses. It's a lot of responsibility though. So I could definitely see why a much more serious mindset is needed for this job, and I'm definitely willing to be as serious and focused as necessary. So if you're willing to forgive me, then I'm willing to meet you halfway. So what do you say? You're threatening the safety of the princesses, says the guy who's sleeping on the job! You owe me big time for letting you take your nap. I even let you sleep with Mr. Cuddlepants. Yes! End of my shift and time for my lunch break. Hey rookie! Did you do something to Nathaniel? Nah, he's just took it out from all the standing around and doing nothing we did. I mean, you could probably handle the next shift on your own, right? I guess so. Then I say let him catch a few Z's before you wake him up. Be back in a few! Celestia's Royal Guard. The job where absolutely nothing happens. It's as boring as watching paint dry, but at least it pays the bills. Yeah, try putting that in a promotional ad. We'll see how many applicants you get. But you know what's not boring? The Season 4 premiere of Friendship is Magic, that's what! So let's talk about it a bit, shall we? The episode starts off with Twilight learning how to fly, which she seems to be having a lot of trouble with. Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend that scene in Magical Mystery Cure never happened. I think it's the best for all of us.
You've already given up wearing your crown all the time. The least you can do is embrace your new title.
If other ponies want to address me that way, I suppose it's fine, but not my friends. It just doesn't feel right.
And now we have one of the many reasons why I like this episode so much. Twilight is still Twilight. Whether you had the Alicorn Twilight is gonna suck mindset or not, I think we can all agree that there were some bronies in the fandom that had a hint of worry in their minds that Twilight would be changed for the worse. I personally never lost hope in this series, but hey, even the best TV shows can fall from grace at some point, so I guess anything's possible. But Hasbro played it smart and kept Twilight's likable personality intact. I love how she still wants her friends to call her by her normal name, showing that she didn't let something like a position of power turn her into a cocky, arrogant, or unlikable character. She's still the same Twilight we know and love. Except now she has wings. And after seeing all the friends she's made, lessons she's learned, and adventures she's gone on, I think she more than earned those wings. Unlike my friend Jason who just got them at a party last night. Hey Finn, check this out! Whee! Dang it. So, Twilight tries to fly again with little success, we get our first Pinky joke for the season, and then we're greeted with the show's new opening.
My little pony, my little pony. My little pony. I used to wonder what faithful and strong.
Sharing kindness.
It's an easy feat, and magic makes it all complete. You have mine. Do you know you're all my very best friends?
Yep, Twilight has wings now, we can see Discord in the window of Fluttershy's cottage, Luna's finally seen with Celestia in the throne room, and a whole bunch of the show's best characters posed together for the group photo at the end, instead of just the main six. Yeah, the song's still the same, which is the one thing I really wish they would change, but hey, can't have everything. And guess what? Not only does Twilight have wings, but her own stained glass window in Candlelock Castle as well, and we see the main six admiring it.
It's every pony's dream to someday wear a crown and have their coronation ceremony preserved in stained glass for all to see.
I don't know if it's every pony's dream.
Most of my dreams are about frosting. Creamy, creamy frosting.
You do mean the frosting you put on cupcakes, right, Pinky? Right? Anyway, while Twilight stays in Canterlot, the rest of the main six decide to head home to get ready for the next Summer Sun celebration. But of course, Twilight doesn't want them to leave, since the Summer Sun celebration was the event that first brought them all together, and she doesn't want to spend it without them, further expressing how much her friends truly mean to her. Man, do I have to keep a score counter for the amount of great Twilight moments in this episode? Why not?
If other ponies want to address me that way, I suppose it's fine, but not my friends. It just doesn't feel right. It's just that the Summer Sun celebration is what first brought us all together. It just doesn't feel right not getting to spend such a special day with my Ponyville friends. I can't help it, Spike. They've only been gone a minute, and I already feel like I'm missing something.
Yeah, it's moments like these that remind me of how good a writer Megan McCarthy is. Seeing her name on an episode is usually like a seal of quality. Kinda like how seeing Meriwether Williams' name is usually a stamp of death. Though, to be fair, they're both better writers than I could ever be. I tried showing this fanfic I wrote to my buddy Paul once, and, well... Are you ever coming out? Come on, all you read was the cover page. So everyone leaves on the train, and we see that Twilight and Spike have taken care of some royal duties. And it turns out they're way ahead of schedule.
That would be nice, Spike. But what if something else came up while we were gone? What if we were delayed getting back and I wasn't able to finish everything on that list? What if we lost the list on the way to Ponyville and then couldn't remember which things we'd done and which things we hadn't done, and then spent so much time trying to figure out what we hadn't done what we had done that we ruined the entire celebration by not doing the one really important thing that we were supposed to do?
Well, what do you know? Even as a princess, Twilight still freaks out over every little thing. I guess some things never change. Celestia comes in and talks about how she's actually excited for the Summer Sun celebration this year.
For my subjects, it has always been a celebration of my defeat of Nightmare Moon. But for me, it was just a terrible reminder that I'd had to banish my own sister. But now it has become a wonderful reminder of her transformation back into Princess Luna and our happy reunion.
Yeah, I'm always on board for some Celestia and Luna character development. It's nice to see that Celestia still cared for her sister, even after all the trouble she caused as Nightmare Moon, showing that her love for her sister remains strong even in the darkest of times.
You may no longer be my student, Princess Twilight, but I hope you know that I will always be here if you need me. Just as I hope that you will always be there when I need you.
It's episodes like this when I wish the sisters had more screen time in the series so we could truly expand on their characters more. I mean, these two on their own have enough storytelling potential to fill a whole arc. I've already pitched all my ideas for Celestia and Luna episodes to Hasbro. I just wonder what's taking them so long to get back to me. Hey boss, we got 3 more. Huh? You could just put them with the others. Oh well. Celestia finishes her little talk with Twilight and then heads out. Never mind. I'm not even going to touch that one. So Twilight and Spike wake up to find out that it's morning and night at the same exact time. I know I shouldn't question logic in a world where horses can talk and magic is used frequently in everyday life, but I call bullshit. I can understand the moon and sun being out at the same time, but where did the darkness come from? Darkness is the absence of light, so how could there be darkness in the sky if it's already bright sunshine outside? Did Luna just snap one day during her banishment and put a curse on the moon or something? Foul moon, such an awful prison you have been for me. Not a single form of entertainment to enjoy, nor a single living creature to interact with. While it is my duty to raise you every night, I will not forgive you for all of the torturous years you have made me endure. You filled my life with nothing but darkness, so from this moment on, wherever you go, darkness will follow. Pew, 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 pew.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Well, I'd like to see you try and explain it. And because of this problem, the townspeople obviously start to panic. But Twilight can't really subdue them since she has no clue what's going on herself. She's then summoned by some royal guards and is informed that both princesses are missing. With the princesses gone, the guards look towards Twilight for orders on what to do next. Oh no, Twilight's in a high-pressure situation. I can't look.
I want you to continue the search for Princess Luna and Princess Celestia. We have to find them before ponies start to panic. There must be some clue that can tell us what's happened to them. If you find something, anything, let me know immediately.
Way to take charge, Twilight.
I'll say.
Your Highness, news from Ponyville. The Everfree Forest appears to be, well, invading.
Could you get me to a doctor? I've swallowed my Darth Vader voice changer again. Well, it turns out the guard was right, since carnivorous vines are popping up and spreading chaos all over Ponyville. Not only are the vines engulfing the whole town, but apparently they can also screw with unicorn magic as well, since the simple act of pouring tea ends up being complete chaos for Rarity. Hell, even the skies aren't safe, with these giant spiky clouds running amok everywhere.
You Everfree clouds need to just head on back to where you belong.
Oh, your ass is grass now, you cloud!
Aren't you going to tell me after the celebration? You Everfree clouds need to just head on back to where
Y'all
you
ready for
belong.
this?
Or maybe not.
Whatever is going on, I'm sure we're going to need our friends and the elements of harmony to stop it. I just hope we haven't missed the train.
Train? Do I have to say it?
You can fly.
Oh, right.
Nope, they got it covered. Twilight arrives just in time to see what all the commotion is about, but not before revealing some important information of her own.
You see, Princess Celestia is, well, she and Princess Luna are both gone missing.
As you would expect, everyone's shocked, but Twilight suggests that they use the elements to solve the problem.
Oh yeah, just like old times.
Yeah, just like old times. All 3 times you used them. And the last time was only a few episodes back, I might add. Does that really warrant it just like old times?
I think I'm starting to get a pretty good idea of who we're up against.
Wait, does she mean who I think she means? They're walking outside. They're using the elements. They're combining their power. Yeah! Hoo, hoo, hoo. Yeah, for those who didn't know, Discord is my favorite character on the show. Not only is the design awesome and the voice work from John Delancey amazing, but the character of Discord, even though his screen time is very limited, is incredibly enjoyable. Not only can he manipulate the environment around him with a snap of his fingers, but we've seen that he's also more than capable of manipulating the minds of others as well, like he did with the main 6 in Return of Harmony. That means he can control you both mentally and physically. Quite a deadly combination. Plus, I absolutely love the trickster-type personality they gave him. It complements his role as the God of Chaos perfectly. He just finds so much joy in screwing with everything and everyone around him that I can't help but have fun while watching him. He's easily the best villain the show has ever produced. And whether he's in an amazing episode or a not-so-amazing episode, I've viewed said episodes over and over again just to watch the hilarious antics of my favorite Draconomist. You could probably put Discord in just about anything and it would be awesome. Well, okay, maybe not anything. Anyway, we get some classic Discord shenanigans, coupled with the main 6 placing the blame for the plants on him. Though after seeing what he's done in the past, I can't say I blame them. However, Discord says he has nothing to do with the whole ordeal, so we suggest they go talk to Zecora. And she just happens to have a potion that can help them, which only responds to alicorn magic. That's incredibly convenient, considering the fact that she'd never be able to use that potion herself. Twilight changes the potion with her magic, takes a sip, and travels to the past where we get to see Luna's first transformation into Nightmare Moon. With some really freaking good animation, I might add. And that's part 1, followed immediately by part 2. So where we last left off, Twilight drank the Rule 34 joke-inducing potion and traveled back to the day when Nightmare Moon was born. Luna's rampant destruction catches the attention of Celestia, and once Luna has her in her sights, we get ourselves a little chase scene. Did I mention the animation in this episode is awesome? I think I mentioned the animation in this episode is awesome, but I'm going to say it again. The animation in this episode is awesome. Luna eventually strikes Celestia down, causing Twilight to break into tears. It is admittedly a pretty sad scene.
Why now?
Yeah, the lack of music and well-done lighting really adds to the emotional grip of the scene, so kudos for that. But she gets right back up and gets ready to unleash her secret weapon.
Oh boy! Rubies!
Gee, that joke never gets old.
Yeah!
So after shedding tears of genuine sadness and sorrow, nice touch by the way, Celestia banishes her dear sister Luna to the moon, creating the dark insignia on its surface that bore her likeness and reminded all citizens of Ponyville, including Celestia, of that terrible, terrible night. If only the two-parter that the insignia originated from was as good as this one, but alas, we are not so lucky. Anyway, Twilight's vision ends, but unfortunately it doesn't tell her anything she can use, so she decides to take another sip.
Oh, I do hope she breaks into a song this time.
Well, after seeing her do it countless times in the last episode, I'd say it's a definite maybe. This time we see a different scene from the past. Discord's first transformation into stone. He's about as cocky as you can get, and doesn't see Celestia and Luna as any sort of threat. His cockiness makes a lot more sense here than it did in Return to Harmony, since he's never seen the elements before and has no idea what they're capable of. But he soon finds out as he ends up being statuified in a flash of rainbow light. And this leads us to Twilight's third and final vision, the origin of the elements of harmony.
The Tree of Harmony. The Tree of Harmony?
Yep, turns out that the elements originated from this little beauty known as the Tree of Harmony. So that's where the elements came from, eh? Well, I lose that bet. And I think you know what that means. Twilight tells her friends what she found out, and so they go into the Everfree Forest to find the tree. But after getting attacked by a crocodile, we get this interesting little scene.
Princess Celestia and Princess Luna are gone. If something happened to you, I just don't think Equestria can risk losing another princess.
Wow, that is amazing. The main six obviously realize that with Celestia and Luna gone, the total amount of potential Ponyville rulers is down to 1. And even though that one is their best friend, and it's clear that they don't want to tackle this problem without her, they put the well-being of the citizens of Ponyville over their friendship and personal happiness by telling her to go back where it's safe instead of risking her life by having her come with them. That is incredibly noble of them. No joke here, I'm serious, it's a really good scene. I mean, yeah, you do have the fact that Twilight is basically the all-knowing glue that holds the group together, and of course having one element of harmony missing is like having a gun with no bullets, but you've at least got to give the main six some credit for their very noble intentions. Once Twilight gets out of the forest, she tells Discord about what just happened. But Discord, being the master of manipulation that he is, manages to convince Twilight that maybe staying behind wasn't the best idea, even if she is the only remaining princess.
All you did was choose to keep your precious princess self out of harm's way while your friends thrust themselves right into it. I'm sure you'll all be the best of pals again when they return from their terrifying yet deeply bonding experience that they're having without you.
Man, even when he's not on the side of evil, he's still the best at what he does. Just another reason why Discord is best pony. After walking for a little while, the main five eventually find a spot where they think the tree is.
How are we supposed to get to it?
Take the stairs, silly.
Well, at least Pinky has more common sense than SpongeBob.
Patrick,
Yeah, buddy?
why did we jump over the edge instead of taking the stairs?
Once they get to the tree, they see that it's in about as bad a shape as you can imagine. But try as they might, they can't break it free. Spike tumbles in and reveals that Twilight is in serious trouble, and the main six manage to find her being attacked by some knockout gas-spewing Venus flytraps. Alright, which means it's main six awesome time.
Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around. And nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
After all is said and done, Twilight awakens and the group is back together again. Once they make it back to the tree, Twilight remembers her visions and decides to make the ultimate sacrifice by giving the tree the elements back. And if you think the episode can't possibly get any better, take a listen to this.
The elements of harmony did bring us together, but it isn't the elements that will keep us connected. It's our friendship, and it's more important and more powerful than any magic. My new role in Equestria may mean I have to take on new responsibilities, and our friendships may be tested, but it will never, ever be broken.
Someone pass me a sledgehammer, please. You heard it right here, folks. Twilight herself has just shown us that friendship is a force that truly has no boundaries. At the end of the day, the elements of harmony are just material possessions, and while they did manage to bring the six together, they're not the sole link that holds the group together. Their friendship is. They've shown affection for each other, had concern for each other's safety, and even put their own lives on the chopping block just to save each other in times of need. And all the while, the elements have done nothing but looked pretty around their necks. So with or without them, it's clear that their friendship will always reign true. Plus, in regards to Twilight's new position, it may give her more power, but it doesn't change who she is or what her relationship to her friends are. Her day-to-day duties may be a bit different, but it's obvious that she'll never put friendship second to regality, and that she'll always stay true to her friends even when things get out of hand. As a whole, the entire moral shows that good friendships will be able to withstand anything, and nothing that gets added to or removed from the whole equation is going to change that. Plus, not only did we get this amazing moral out of this, but we also heard Twilight wholeheartedly admit that while she may have some new responsibilities as a princess, she will not let her new position of power get in the way of the great friendships she's developed over the span of 65 episodes. If anyone still thinks that Princess Alicorn Twilight is not going to work after seeing this scene, I highly recommend you go see a good doctor. I'd steer clear of him, though. Twilight returns the elements to the tree after a little resistance from the invading vines, of course. Celestia and Luna are freed at last, and the tree unleashes this, a box requiring 6 keys to open. I smell a season-long plotline coming on.
I do not know where they are, but I do know that it is a mystery you will not be solving alone.
Mystery solved! Come on, you stupid pin. Hi, Your Majesty. Here's your main pin back. Where do I go to the bathroom?
Where are those little trinkets of yours? You know, the ones you used to send me back to my extremely uncomfortable stone prison.
Gone.
Gone? Gone?
Our friendship remains. And if you want to remain friends, you'll stop thinking whatever it is you're thinking and help us clean up.
Hey, the whole idea of Fluttershy using her friendship to control Discord, which started in Keep Calm and Flutter On, is back. Not exactly something I wanted to see, but I'll at least give them points for continuity.
One thing I don't get. Why'd all this happen now?
I have no idea. Those seeds I planted should have sprouted up ages ago.
What did you say?
Yep, remember those treats Discord was snacking on before his first stone imprisonment? Turns out they were seeds.
Well, obviously things didn't go according to my original plan. My plunder seeds should have stolen the magic from the Tree of Harmony and captured Princess Celestia and Princess Luna thousands of moons ago. Alas, it seems, the tree had enough magic to keep the seeds from growing up big and strong.
And I know what you're thinking. Why didn't Discord tell Twilight this information a while ago?
You realize this is information we could have used hours ago?
And rob you of a valuable lesson about being princess? What kind of friend do you think I am?
That's right, Discord saw that a lesson in friendship could be learned from this whole ordeal, so he just played innocent for the whole episode, and Twilight turned out all the wiser as a result. So, Discord managed to play the role of a sort of by-his-own-rules Princess Celestia in this episode by allowing Twilight to learn a lesson that she probably wouldn't have learned on her own. My hat goes off to you, Discord. Job well done. So, the Summer Sun celebration takes place, Twilight manages to pull off the move she was practicing for in the beginning of the episode, and that was Princess Twilight Sparkle. And all jokes and nitpicks aside, this episode was fantastic! Even though I loved Return of Harmony, this two-parter easily managed to blow it out of the water. Not only do we have a greatly structured and well-paced story with the best visuals on the series to boot, but we also get some quick dabbles into equestrian history, a taste of a newly reformed Discord, and best of all, the complete and utter destruction of any preconceived notions that Alicorn Twilight was gonna suck. And hey, I can't give all the praise to Twilight in Discord. The rest of the main six were portrayed perfectly as well. Applejack was as strong and willing as ever and showed to be a competent leader. Rarity was just happy to be along for the royal ride with Twilight since she always wanted to be a princess herself. Rainbow seemed like a good flight teacher for Twilight since she's basically the best there is, and she destroyed the whole every girl wants to be a princess motif with this line.
I don't know if it's every pony's dream.
And Fluttershy, well, her interactions with Discord are basically the same as they are in Keep Calm and Flutter On, and I'd rather not talk about that episode. Am I missing anyone? Oh yeah, second best pony. Contrived coloring book joke aside, I loved Pinkie in this episode. The whole time, Twilight was worried about her new position and the responsibilities that come with it. And yet here comes Pinkie, writing thoughtful letters, giving hugs, and doing whatever she can to make her best friend smile. Who wouldn't want Pinkie as a friend, am I right? I enjoyed this episode from beginning to end, I had fun watching it, and it was a great way to kick off the season. And since it's the only episode I've looked at so far, it's the only episode that's on my favorites list. So congratulations, Princess Twilight Sparkle, you're my favorite episode of Season 4 so far by default.
Woohoo! Default! Default!
I'm Finn the Pony, and... Dang it. I better get back to my post. With Twilight being princess now, security has to be extra tight when she comes to visit. Nothing really happens around here anyway, but it is our solemn duty to protect the castle inhabitants at any cost and never let anything, even the most minute things, slip past our radar. So good day to you, my fellow Bronies and Adventure Time fans. I shall see you next time.